Friends, this is Boss the Panda. Welcome to Master of English. Play English ro our chapter. Ame migrated Olympic prize ro each and every question discussion करतले. আজি আমি মুনাইছি daffodils. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ poem ଯାହାର each and every beat, each and every question ସେଟା MCQ ହେଇପାରେ 2 ମାର୍କ ହେଇପାରେ ଯୋଉ ଭଳିଆ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଆସୁଛି ସମସ୍ତ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ আজি এই ସେସନରେ ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବା. पूरा पोएम टाको बुझिबा प्रत्येक प्रश्न उत्तर जानिबा आउ नोट करके लिखिबा गोटे थर वीडियो देखले आउ पाठ पढिबार आवश्यकता नहीं कंप्लीट हेजिबो पाठ. ओके तो सीधा जीवा कोठी की पोएम ऊपर को नहीं सो लाइन वाइज सब बुझिबा एवं तार प्रश्न रो उत्तर भी जानिबा. तो एठी प्रथम माने स्टैंजा रे अछि आई वंडर लोनली एज अ क्लाउड दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन हाई ओवर वेल्स एंड हिल्स when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. हला तो एठी कुआ जाई छी मु जते बेले एकला लक्ष्यहीन भाव रे इतस्तत बुलुतिली मेघ बळी सेही समय रे हठात गोटे दल गोटे झुंड माने पूरा daffodils मु देखिली आ से daffodils माने कोन करथिले पवन रो ताळे ताळे नाचुथिले मुंड माने परस्पर मुंड को मुंड बाजुतला. ये होची कंप्लीट ओडिया. यार क्वेश्चन सेशन को जदी जीवा क्वेश्चन सेशन रहइबो आई वंडर लोनली एज ए क्लाउड दैट फ्लोट्स ऑन हाई ओवर वेल्स एंड हिल्स. When did the poet see the daffodils? When did the poet see the daffodils? कभी केते बेले daffodils माननकु देखिले. The poet saw the daffodils while he was wandering like a poet. He was wandering like the cloud. The poet saw the daffodils while he was wandering like the cloud. Simple. Okay. The poet has compared himself with what? Next time I go to question jodi kiba. The poet has compared himself with what? Kaha soito nijoku compare karchandi. The poet has compared himself with the cloud. The poet has compared himself with the cloud. Next question, where do the cloud floats? Next question is, where do the cloud floats? Megha kouthi bhase. Where do the clouds float? Where does the cloud float? So, the cloud floats high over hills and valls and hills. High over valls and hills. Kuti vasanti. Yeah. Then, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. How did the poet see or come across the daffodils? How did the poet see, or you can say, how did the poet come across the daffodils? How did the poet come across the daffodils? While the poet was wandering lonely, without any aim, he came to see the golden daffodils all at once. So, beside the lake, beneath the trees, where were the daffodils? Where were the daffodils? Daffodils mane kouti thile. Where were the daffodils? The daffodils were beside the lake, beneath the trees. Yeah, aimlessly. So, where were the daffodils? Beside the lake. Very good, Khana. Yes, beside the lake and beneath the trees. Bahut badhiya. Okay. Who were beside the lake and beneath the trees? What did the poet see beside the lake and beneath the trees? Simple. Who were beside the lake beneath the trees? What did the poet see beside the lake beneath the trees? Someone answer different question. Daffodils. Answer hochi daffodils. Yes, Kana. So who were beside the daffodils? Daffodils were beside the daffodils. What did the poet see beside the lake beneath the trees? The poet saw daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees. Host of golden daffodils. Yeah, correct. Lipsa. Yes, beta. So this is how we can make question. Okay, next. Beneath the trees. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The sentence is there. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So What were the daffodils doing while the poet saw them? What were the daffodils doing while the poet saw them? Daffodil माने कौन करथुले जेतेबेले कवि तांको देखिले? What were the daffodils doing while the poet saw them? Fluttering and dancing, kana? Yeah. So while the poet saw them, the daffodils were dancing and fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Fluttering, yeah, lips are okay. So who were fluttering and dancing in the breeze? Who were fluttering and dancing in the breeze? Next question. Who were fluttering and dancing in the breeze? Ko mane pavanore tal tal nachutile mundo tungarutile. Daffodils kana? Yes. Daffodils were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Okay. Now may I ask another question? Why were the daffodils fluttering and dancing? Why were the daffodils, or why were the daffodils fluttering and dancing? Because of that breeze. Because of that breeze, they were fluttering and dancing. So this is a question that can be asked from first stanza number 1. Stanza number 1. Let's go to stanza number 2. Stanza number 2 देखिए. Continuous at the stars that shine along the margin of the bay. Okay. So continuous at the stars that shine and twinkle in the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the way. 10,000 saw at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. कौन लिखा है? Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle in the Milky Way. असंख्य तारा जमती मिंजी मिंजी आलोक प्रदान कर समती आकाश गंगारे आउ जमती चकचक करमती सेई भलिया एमाने भी असंख्य नंबर रथिले. They stretch in a never ending line. तारा जमती देखिले सरुण थामती से भलिया daffodils मानकु मध्ये देखिले सरुण तिले along the margin of a way. सेई कूलरे सेई हृदयर कूले कूले से माने जो जेते दूर पर्यंत लंबी जाइतिला सेते दूर पर्यंत माने लंबी जाइतिले. 10,000 saw at a glance. गोटे थर आखि खोलिले पाखापाखि 10,000 देखा जाउतिला. 10,000 saw at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Tossing their heads, मुंडो को मुंडो तंगर बाजुतिला, tossing their heads in sprightly dance, lively dance. सते कि सेमाने जीवंत ही जाइतिले. लागुतुला सेमानक भितरे जीवन संचरित ही जाइतिला. सेमाने मुंडो को मुंडो टंगारी के नाचुते, मुंडो को मुंडो बजे के नाचुते. ये थिला प्रथम स्टैंजा. द्वितीय स्टैंजार ओडिया पिले यार क्वेश्चन सब देखिबा नहीं कोन कहबा पिले. व्हाट डज द पोएट से अबाउट द नंबर ऑफ द फ्लावर्स? कभी फूलर संख्या विषय कोन कहिसंती? व्हाट डज द पोएट से अबाउट द नंबर ऑफ द फ्लावर्स? द पोएट हैज सेड दैट at once he was able to see 10,000 flowers. Yeah, kana, yeah, correct. 10,000. Pralipta, yes, beta. 10,000. Janu, 10,000. Yes, beta. My next question is who is stretched in a never-ending line? Who is stretched in a never-ending line? In this poem, कविता रे का विषय को आ जाय छै? who is stretched in a never-ending line? The daffodils. Yes. स्टार रो अवतरण एठी करा जाय छी, बट ए कविता रे daffodils का विषय को आ जाय छी. Now next question comes, how does the poet compare the star with the daffodils? How does the poet compare the star with the daffodils? किभली तुलना करा जाय छी? Both the stars and the daffodils, yeah, we can say. How does the poet compare the star and the daffodils? केमती compare करै छी? So there was two comparisons, especially two comparisons were there. One is as the stars that shine and twinkle, the daffodils also, twinkling. They are also twinkling. And as they stretch in a never-ending line, the daffodils also stretched in a never-ending line along the margin of the bay. These are the two comparisons the poet has made between star and the daffodils. ए दुईटा कंपैरिजन कराई छी. माने एमानकर संख्या आ एमानकर जो नेवर एंडिंग लाइन स्ट्रेच है कि लंबी रही छंती है माने ये दुईटा कंपैरिजन नॉर्मली करा जायछि या so where did the daffodils stretched where did the daffodils stretched daffodil कोठी स्ट्रेच है कि रही छन where did the daffodils stretched कोठी लंबी की रही थिले daffodils are stretched along the margin of a way कौन हबो daffodils are stretched along the margin of a way my next question is where did the star stretch where did the star stretch the star stretched in the milky way galaxy margin of a way yeah margin of a way kana along the margin of the way okay along the margin of a way okay and where did the star stretch lipsa pralipta kana okay so where did the star stretch star कोठी लंबी की रहती है no in the milky way galaxy the star stretched the milky way galaxy jano sky we can write milky way yeah okay so touching their heads in sprightly dance who was touching their heads in sprightly dance who were touching their heads in sprightly dance my next question who were touching their heads in sprightly dance common mundu ku mundu tonga rutile daffodils yeah kana daffodils they were touching their heads in sprightly dance okay ये थिला कौन फिले 10,000 I saw at a glance touching their heads in sprightly dance okay ये थिला स्टैंजा नंबर 2 वर्तमान जो स्टैंजा नंबर 3 ऊपर स्टैंजा नंबर 3 रे कोन अछि the waves beside them danced but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee a poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company I gazed and gazed but little thought would will the so to me attract it out स्टैंजा नंबर 3 बोले क्या तांको पार्श्वरे माने डैफोडिल्स के पार्श्वरे जो ह्रद थिला से ह्रदर ढेउ माने मध्य नाचुतिले सते कि से माने डैफोडिल सहित गोटे प्रतिद्वंद माने द्वंद्व चलीतिला कंपटीशन चलतिला तांके भितरे किंतु डैफोडिल्स खुशी खुशी रे से वेव्स मानकू से डांस कंपटीशन रे हरई देथिला आ एई दृश्यटाकू ए पोएट कुड नॉट बट बी गो इन सच ए जेकंड कंपनी एई भलिया एक सुंदर दृश्यर साथी रे रही जने कवि केवल अनुभव ही करि परिबो आउ ताकू जदी माने धन संपत्ति रे पोति दिया जाए से भलिया जो सुख टिकक से जो अविस्मरणीय मुहूर्त से जो सुंदरता को अनुभव करिवार अनुभूति सेटा किछि मिलिबो नै ताकू आउ से समय रे मनुष्यर मन गोटे कविर मन भितरे आउ कोनोसी भावना आसीबो नै मनुष्यर भावना माने मनुष्य भावना शून्य होई जीवो केवल चाहि कि रहिबो से तो ये थिला तृतीय स्टैंजार ओडिया ये थिला तृतीय स्टैंजार ओडिया थी कोन प्रश्न सब कोन आइ पारे बेले द वेव्स बिसाइड देम डांस हु वर डांसिंग बिसाइड द डैफोडिल हु वर डांसिंग बिसाइड द डैफोडिल हु वर डांसिंग बिसाइड द डैफोडिल डैफोडिल के साइड रे के नाचुतला वेव्स सिंपल द वेव्स आर डांसिंग बिसाइड द डैफोडिल्स ओके देन हु आउटडिड द कंपटीशन Who outdid the waves? Who outdid the waves? किए waves को किया हराई दला? Who outdid the waves? Daffodils का ना? Yes, daffodils outdid the waves. How did the daffodil outdid the waves? Next question. जानो yes. How did the daffodil outdid the waves? How did the daffodils outdid the wave? Simple in glee. In glee, happily they outdid the waves. The daffodils happily outdid the waves in glee. Okay, so a poet could not but be gay, sparkling in glee. Okay. A poet could not but. So what does the poet say about himself? While he saw the dancing waves and daffodils, what does he say about himself? जतबे से देखि चंती से निज विषय रे कोन कहि चंती जने कवि विषय रे तांकर मतामत कोन that a poet could not do anything, but he will be very happy. This is the view of William Wordsworth on that particular scene, mesmerizing scene of dancing daffodils and waves. So how did the sparkling a poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company? What do William Wordsworth call a jocund company? What did William Wordsworth call a jocal company? Jocund company बोली William Wordsworth कहा को कोई चाहते? Okay, my next question is, jocund company बोली William Wordsworth कहा को कोई चाहते? To whom? Daffodils, Pralipta, Jagabandhu Sao, daffodils. Yes, William Wordsworth rightly said that the daffodil or the jocund company. Okay, what is a jocund company then? Jocund company कहले कौन? What do you mean by jocund company? एडी प्रश्न उठे, what do you mean by jocund company? Jocund company कहले कौन? The company in which we feel happy, that's called jocund company. The company or the friendship or the scenery that provides us happiness, it's called jocund company. Merry company, yeah, Pralipta, very good. Yeah, a merry company, Jagabandhu. No problem, merry, yes. Jocund company stands for merry company that provides us happiness, that we enjoy. The company that we enjoy, that is our jocund company. Friends of happiness, okay. Merry company, Kana, Lipsa, okay. Next, in such a jocund, I guess and guess, but little that. What do you mean by little that? What do you mean by little thought? What do you mean by little thought? Little thought कहले कौन? Okay, I'll change this question. No thought. Okay, I'll change this question. Do William Wordsworth, have any thought in his mind while he saw the jocund company of daffodils? Do William Wordsworth have any thought while he saw the jocund company of daffodils? No. Okay. The answer is no. Simple. Little thought. Little thought stands for negative, little is a negative word, negative determinants. If we use that, it will, tell us that it has a negative meaning. So in such a jocund way, I guess and guess, but little thought, what wealth the soul to me had brought. What wealth the soul to me had brought. That if somebody will provide me lots and lots of health, still I'll not be able to see such a jocund company with the means of that particular health. Wealth. से संपत्ति जदि मते बहुत संपत्ति दिए जण लोक सेतिके संपत्ति रे मो जो खुशी टिका पाइछि से संपत्ति भी मते एई खुशी मते देई परिबो नाही. ओके, ये थिला पिले 4 नंबर स्टांजा. लास्ट स्टांजा को जिबाइबे शेष स्टांजा. For oft when on my couch I lie, they flash upon the inward eye. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye with the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Right? ये होची तमरो शेष स्टांजा. कोन अछि? For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye with the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. For oft stand for often. Prior jette bele bi, frequently, that means when on my couch I lie, jete mo bed upre soi pode. Couch kale sofa, couch kale bed, to bed upre mo soi pode. In vacant or in pensive mood, mo mano bharakrant ho jaye, मन रे किछि न थाए. जब मन भाराक्रांत होई थाए और एक भावना भर्ती होई थाए, माने दुख रे थाए और वैकेंट मूड रे थाए, मो मुंड रे किछि भी न थाए. हैं दे फ्लाश अपन दैट इनवर्ड आई. से माने मोर अंतरात्मा रे उद्भासित हुअन्ते. मोर अंतर्दृष्टि रे मो से सब देखि पारे. जतले आखि में बंद कर दिए से सब मते देखा साए. हैं flash upon my inward eye, that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and I heart, I think that is the bliss of solitude. Bliss, pure happiness. Bliss कहले pure happiness. Bliss of solitude. Solitude कहले कना? The state of being alone. Solitude कहले the state of being alone. एकाकी रहिवार जो স্তরটা আছে bliss of solitude and then my heart with praise fills তারপরে কোন হবে বলে হ্যাঁ my heart with praise fills and dance with the daffodils and dance with the daffodils. So what happens then? Perhaps when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive, what are the two moods of poet? What are the two moods of the poet? Kabingaro duita mood kono kono. What are the two moods of the poet? Kabingaro se duita mood kono kono bile. What are the two moods? Vacant and pensive. Okay, kana. Vacant and pensive, these are the two moods of the poets. Very good, Pralipta. Okay. Next, kali porikha kariba pile. Kali porikha kariba. Kali political, sorry. Kali prathama porikha habo. Kali ko porikha kariba कहलो. Kali ko porikha kariba. किए गोटे comment करो. Kali ko porikha kariba. माने English करिबा, MIL करिबा, कि education करिबा, कोडा करिबा, kali porikha करिबा. कुओ मते 6:30 बेले political science रो करिबा. Okay, political science रो करिबा. करिबा. अरे कौन आउ पिला पोल साइंस जानू ओके बेटा ओके काली करिवा ताले तो माने समस्त ग्रुप रे अछन ना पॉलिटिकल और इंग्लिश काली पॉलिटिकल साइंस करबा परदन इंग्लिश करबा होबनी जो माने ग्रुप रे ना हो ग्रुप जॉइन हे जाबले मास्टर ऑफ इंग्लिश रो जो 2024 ग्रुप अछि से ग्रुप रे क्वेश्चन पठा जीवो आ हमरो टेलीग्राम रे भी पठे दबा ओके चैनल जो मन जॉइन करना चैनल भी जॉइन करि पकेओ सो परहाप्ट व्हेन ऑन माय काउच आई लाई जेतबे कोन हुए ऑन माय काउच आई लाई मु सोफा ऊपर घड़ी पड़े in vacant or in pensive mood in vacant these are the two moods of the poet ए कविंगर दीटा mood गोटा होची vacant mood गोटा होची pensive mood vacant mood कहिले कोन what is what do you mean by vacant mood stand for exactly कोन vacant mood कहिले कोन पले किए कहिबो what do you mean by vacant mood when there was no thought in his mind this is called the vacant mood and what do you mean by pensive mood free from thought yeah so what do you mean by pensive mood then no stress okay okay thoughtless very good बहुत बढ़िया पहले यही बढ़िया जेतबे आंसर आसे मते बहुत खुशी लागे कारण देखो free from thoughts no thoughts free from thought no stress yeah that is excellent guys यही बढ़िया माने समस्तंकर आंसर करेक्ट बट डिफरेंट बहुत बढ़िया लागे पहले जेतबे यही बढ़िया पिला माने क्लास करंती 5 जण पिला थांतु I don't believe in quantity. I believe in quality. 5 जण पिला भलो पिला दरकार मते 500 पिलार आवश्यकता नाइ. I don't need 500 students. बहुत बढ़िया. So they flash upon that inward eye. कौन हुआंदी? They flash upon that inward eye. कौन हुआंदी पिले? They flash upon that when. Well, so where do they flash? Where do they flash? How do the poet feels the daffodils? How do the poet feel the daffodils when he is alone? The poet feels them in his mind's eye. The poet thinks them, poet feels them in his mind's eye. Inward eye, mind's eye. Inward eye stands for mind's eye. So they flash upon that inward eye and which is the bliss of solitude. What do the poet call the bliss of solitude? What do the poet call the bliss of solitude? कभी कहा को bliss of solitude वाली कही जाती है। You know that, yeah? So, what do the poet call the bliss of solitude? कभी कहा को bliss of solitude वाली कही जाती है? The flashing of daffodils, the state of aloneness. Okay, no. The flash or the scene of daffodils that comes to his mind's eye when he is alone. When he is alone. This is being told by the poets that the bliss of solitude. The bliss of solitude. So this is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills. Thereafter, when the daffodil flashes in his inward eye, what happens to the poet? And when he memorized the memory of daffodils, what happens to him? कौन हुए? जेतबेले तांकर मने पड़े कौन हुए? When he remember the daffodils, what happens to him? His heart with pleasure fills. कौन हुए? He becomes happy. The poet becomes happy. से खुशी ही जानते. He becomes happy. His heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Who dances with the daffodils? The poet dances with the daffodils. The poet's mind's eye, the poet's heart dances with the daffodils. The poet's heart dances with the daffodils. So this is I think all the probable casting that we have discussed today. Yes or no पिले तो काली परीक्षा जोटा करवा 6:30 बेले आई थिंक सो आई विल बी देयर काली गोटे एक्चुअली काम अछि हम बाहर गुडी के जीबी लेट रे भी काली परीक्षा करवा पिले लेट रे भी परीक्षा करवा डोंट वरी लेट रे भी परीक्षा हबो 6:30 न हले 7 7:30 जेतेबेले भी काली परीक्षा हबो काली हमें माइंड प्रिपेयर हे दिवा कि काली पॉलिटिकल परीक्षा हबो जेतेबेले भी हबो मु एक्चुअली यस मोर काम अछि अलगा यूनिवर्सिटी काम रे जीवार कि तो आसला बेले परे परीक्षा करवा ओके थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग स्टेट मास्टर जय जगन्नाथ